This morning I recorded a video of my first 7 days of COVID symptoms, so I would start there first if you want to see where my first 7-day symptoms were, but now I'm going to record every day from here on out talking about my symptoms. So today's actually later in the day on the 7th day, and this morning I said, oh, I don't feel tired at all, like I don't have fatigue today, and then like 2:30 or 3 I was like, I am ready for a nap. And I'm not a nap taker, like I don't take naps, so definitely the want for a nap is a sign that I'm sick. So it's now 5 o'clock and I am about to put on the Great British Baking Show and probably fall asleep to it. So I'm not gonna force myself to try to sleep, but I'm gonna watch the show, and I have a feeling that relaxing I'm gonna fall asleep because I'm pretty tired. Good morning. It is the 8th day of having COVID. Feel good this morning. As always, I'm just a little bit congested. My husband asked if I could make blueberry muffins. I'm not making them from scratch, obviously, just from the bag. I didn't go to bed as early as I thought I would last night. I ended up watching Great British Baking Show and then falling asleep at like 9 o'clock, so still a couple hours earlier than normal. And I did have a COVID related dream last night. I dreamt that I was playing some kind of sport in a gym, and I noticed that I had BO. Like I smelled BO, and my first thought was, I can smell something, my smell is coming back. And then my next thought was, if I can smell my BO, I must smell so bad. And then I went up to this girl that was playing close to me and I was like, hi, this is gonna be a weird question, but I recently had COVID. I haven't been able to smell or taste anything. Do I smell bad? And she was like, girl, we all stink a little. And I'm like, oh no, I smell. And I was so embarrassed. I just wanted to leave so badly. It's kind of funny that it like integrated into my dream, and it was like a bad dream, not a good dream. So that is those are the only COVID updates I have. Feeling the same this morning as I did yesterday. Not feeling tired, just feeling stuffed up. And that's it. Hello everybody, it is now Monday around noon. If you haven't met them before, this is Jack and this is Monty. So updates on COVID. Couple updates. So first, symptoms. I don't have any new symptoms and still feeling pretty good. Still don't have taste or smell. Other update, I want to take another test, and my plan is to take it 2 weeks after the initial positive test to see if I'm still testing positive. So I tried to sign up for a test last night, and I want to sign up on November 30th because that's 2 weeks from the initial positive. But I was surprised to see that the website only lets you sign up for the soonest available date. So it wouldn't let me sign up for November 30th. But I'm going to check back later this week to see if I can sign up that date. No new symptoms today. I'm feeling really good. I'm working. I actually have on a nice top because I had a call this morning with sweatpants. And right now I'm on lunch break. I just had what I'm going to call a COVID moment. My boss sent this nice thing of chocolates as a Thanksgiving gift, I guess. Really nice of her. And I was like, ooh, praline, that one sounds good. So I took it out and I took a bite of it. I'm like, what the heck, this has no taste. Like, this is so odd, like it doesn't taste like anything. And then I remembered, you have COVID, dum-dum, you don't have any taste. Look at how pretty this snow is. It's so fluffy. I feel like if you're gonna have a snow day when you're quarantined inside and can't go anywhere anyways, it's a good day to have some snow. In my last video, I told you all to let me know if you have any questions and that I would answer them in this video. Rebecca Jones asked, how long do you have to quarantine and are you getting your meals delivered? So on my positive test result, they advised to quarantine 14 days because that is what the CDC currently advises. I plan to quarantine until I get a negative test, and I plan to take a test, as I mentioned earlier, 2 weeks after the positive that I got, and then each week after that. And then once I have a negative test, then I will go back to what I was doing, which was wearing a mask, using hand sanitizer, socially distancing, all those types of things. But I will like go get my own groceries and open up my Poshmark closet again, things like that. And then she asked if we're getting our meals delivered. So I have an amazing boss, and I was talking to her Monday before I got the test, telling her I think I might have COVID and I'm probably gonna go to test, because if I don't have it, I feel okay going to the grocery store and grabbing some cough drops as long as I'm masked and use hand sanitizer. But if I have it, I don't really want to leave my house. And so when I got a positive test, she then messaged me and said, hey, what do you want for medication? I'm happy to go pick it up. And so she dropped off some Tylenol, some cough drops, and she also dropped off a bunch of food because she's so nice. And here's 2 of the things she dropped off. She said she loves the Bear Creek soups, which we've never had before. So I'm actually heating up water now to make one of these. She also dropped off like some meat and cheese for sandwiches, meat and cheese and buns for sandwiches. A couple days later, we were running low on our drinks. First, I tried to use a grocery delivery service, but their payment system was down. So then I talked to my friend, one of my best friend's brothers, who's in college and needs money, and we paid him $20, and he went and picked up the stuff we wanted and just dropped it off on our porch. And then this past weekend, Jacob's parents dropped off a bunch of food. They dropped off some brownies, some cornbread, and these are like homemade soups that Jacob's mom made. Obviously we enjoyed them because they're almost gone already. So that one's a chicken wild rice, and this one is a chili. So yeah, we've had plenty of food, and we still have lots of food in the fridge and the freezer. I'm going to finish this video by answering the rest of the questions that were on my last video. So there were 2 people that asked if we took any medications for our symptoms, and I took, let's see, on the day I had a headache, I took Tylenol in the afternoon. I took 1 Tylenol, and then the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th nights I took a little bit of NyQuil before bed. That was it for me. Jacob took Tylenol a few days to help with the muscle aches, but that was all that we took for medication, so pretty minimal medication. So Sunshine Dream 77 asked, did you have any nausea or diarrhea, and do you know where Jacob got it from? And there was someone else who'd also asked if we know where we got it from. So neither of us had nausea or diarrhea, thankfully, and we think that Jacob got it from work. His office had everybody go back to work unless you were high risk a few months ago. And the week that Jacob got sick, a bunch of other people also got sick as well, and then ended up being positive for COVID. So we're very confident that Jacob picked it up at work. I did also want to just quickly address a couple of comments I got from people saying like, your symptoms are just like a flu or a cold, nothing worse, and like, why is the country and the world reacting the way that they are when things are so mild? And so I just wanted to be clear that for most people things are mild, including for us. The issue is that it's not that way for everybody, especially for elderly or people with pre-existing conditions. It can be much worse from them. And even if you look at Jacob and I, you can see how different the symptoms can be. Jacob hasn't lost his taste. I still don't have any taste, and it's been almost a week now. Jacob had muscle aches nearly every day. I didn't have any muscle aches. And for some people, they have really bad respiratory problems as a result of COVID, which like they have lung and breathing issues, which we didn't have. And then on top of that, another big issue with COVID is that it spreads so quickly. And so lots of people are getting sick at once, and even if a small percentage of them have very severe symptoms, this is really difficult for hospitals when they have a bunch of people coming in all at one time with really severe symptoms, and they need staff and equipment to care for everybody. So I'm sure the vast majority of you already know all this. I just wanted to address it since I have gotten a few people saying, your symptoms seem so minor, what's the big fuss in the world when it comes to COVID? So hopefully if any of you get it, you also have minor symptoms like we did, but unfortunately for some people it is not as mild as it was for us. That is it for today's video. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please do subscribe. If you click the bell notifications, you also get notified if I upload any new videos. Thank you all for watching, and stay tuned because I'll have a new video out soon.